showdown in the AFC South. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Ball teed up, Logan Cook after the kick. And we're off and running from Houston. Here's Steven Sims with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is someone who became an absolute superstar last year as a rookie. Drafted second in 2023, it's C.J. Stroud.
CJ may not have been the #1 pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, but he was clearly the #1 rookie in all of the NFL last year. Near unanimous Rookie of the Year. In fact, even earning MVP votes, Kate. It wasn't just a little bit of a rebound and a rebuild for Houston. It was a remake in a hurry. And what can he do in his sophomore season? It will be must-see TV.
Straight to the air they go. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, Stroud. Fires down the middle, and it is caught. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First and 10, around to Mixon. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for second down. Shotgun now for Stroud. He's got him. That's Mixon. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with a running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Third down, Mixon gets it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
The drive picks up here, first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. This one's caught. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other and give him a chance to make a play.
Motioning one of the tight ends. It's Mixon on second down. And he'll get them enough for a first down. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. They give inside to Akers. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Devin Duvernay to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And bringing them out in his fourth season since arriving as the #1 overall pick back in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
The numbers from a season ago for Trevor Lawrence, pretty emblematic of that up-and-down season for Jacksonville. Over 4,000 yards and 21 touchdowns, but 14 interceptions has got to be cleaned up for this team to play above the 500 ball they did a year ago. Trevor's athleticism, Trevor's arm is off the charts. Now he and his team got to put it all together consistently.
That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Lawrence now off the play action. He puts everything behind this one. He's got it inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars finish off their opening drive. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically, and a lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Cam Little to try the extra point. That one right down the middle, and we're all tied up. On now is Cook to kick this away. Dameon Pierce now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. They're out and set, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. And that catch is made down the right sideline. Great effort there. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Dell with the grab. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
So the incompletion on 1st, here's 2nd and goal. Stroud off the play fake. Has it at the back of the end zone, but the throw carries him out of bounds. It's incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
4th and goal, too good to pass up. I love this. They're going for it and the lead. Here's Akers up the middle, and he's in for the touchdown. The Texans break the tie here in the 1st. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that, that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled. Second drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Counter give to ETN. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. 1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. It's a 14-7 game. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They start out with a 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be Texans football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Finding Collins. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a 21-yard gain. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw, Stroud. Down the middle, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans take a 13-point lead. Tank Dell the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop him either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. They're still in search of that first down of this game, Brock. Hoping to put together a drive and avoid calling on the punter again. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's ETN on first down. And he's tackled for a short gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Diggs there to bring it in. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to throw, Stroud. Connection made to Dell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time.
Still 1st down.
They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Man in motion headed right. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. On the ground again with Mixon. Still working past the 40. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And it sets up a Houston first. Now it's Stroud. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And the Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
Gotta figure out this third down here. A give to Mixon up the middle. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Texans going to kick this away on fourth, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. Out to return this for the Jaguars, Devin Duvernay. And that hit right at the 10. Somehow, though, got a wicked bounce and makes it into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. A gain of 27 yards there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First and 10, it's Lawrence. Throw reeled in by Thomas. Off to the races, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a one-score game before halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
On his little for the extra point. That one splits the uprights. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard.
Jaguars 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He fields it from the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Texans ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun now, first round. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 34. Completed to Collins. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Stroud. Collins there to grab it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He makes the catch. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans will add to their lead at the end of the half. Tank Dell the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Second and 3 now. Looking to throw. He lofts it deep, right sideline. This is caught inside the 15. It's halftime here in Houston, with the Texans enjoying a lead at the break. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Jacksonville has its offense out there to start this third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
They put a receiver in motion right. 2nd and 10 now. Quick slant here to Kirk. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They'll try it left with Etienne. He's got room to roam here. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Running it after the penalty. Hits a seam at the 40. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Going to the ground again on 1st. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. That's taken in by Etienne. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Gets to space right side. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Quick slant complete.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness.
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown.
The previous play is under review.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
No change to the call on the field, so that play is going to remain a touchdown. On is Little for the extra point. That one splits the uprights. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard.
Jaguars 21.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returning it from the 4. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Texans are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Ball at the 33 for first down. Here's Stroud now. And that catch is made down the right sideline. Great effort there. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Stroud throwing here on first. Pass taken in by Diggs. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next third down coming.
They've got first down from the 31. Keeping it with Mixon. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs. It gets the better defenses in this league.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Going right side, Mixon with it. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now a give to Mixon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On the carry, this is Mixon. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Close play here, so the officials want to take a second look at it.
Previous play is under review.
Well, I certainly don't envy the officials here. A lot of times, Brock, it can be so tough to have the right angle to get a perfect spot on that football.
Yeah, how they do it, I just marvel at it. A bunch of years ago, I got to do and be an official, a side judge for a spring game.
How'd that go?
Not well, because things happen so fast, and I really do. I marvel at more often than not how good these officials are at spotting the ball.
Ruling on the field is reversed.
They sent it out to New York just to be safe, and the folks there saw enough to change that call. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Again, the give to Mixon. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Texans go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence rifles it, and it's caught. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Taken in by Kirk right side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Pickup of 2 here. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st down, ball at the 36. Lawrence working from the gun. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. So it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it. Complete. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars now within 1 score in the 4th. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
On his little for the extra point. That one splits the uprights. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. He fires one deep down the left side. He's got his man. Complete. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Shotgun now for Stroud. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
First and 10, a run to Mixon. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Now the give to Mixon. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's Mixon. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. He's going left on the option. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. That's good for 6 yards, but it sets up 4th down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Kaimi Fairbairn on now as we see how he handles this moment. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Hurry up offense now as time runs down. Looking to throw it. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.